Good evening. I'm Kevin Jones, and this is my beautiful wife, Allison Jones. And
Welcome to the Relationship Rundown channel.
as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we can't wait to hear your feedback at relationshiprundown@gmail.com. All right, love, what's tonight's episode?
So, there's a new show coming on called Family or Fiance.
Yeah.
And my question is, how important is it for your family to like your fiance/husband? And which one would you choose?
Good question. Back. So the question, family or fiance? The show, I don't even think it's aired yet, but it's a pretty good topic. It's a big question because sometimes you're in a relationship with somebody that your family just disapproves of.
Right.
And, the topic comes up, do you choose your family or do you choose your fiance? I've heard that cliche that it's three people in a relationship. You, your spouse, and God. But there is your family. And sometimes I think based on who your family is, it may be hard to eliminate them from that equation. You hear a lot about, that's mama, he a mama's boy. Mm-hmm. Or I don't know what they say about ladies.
Daddy's girl.
Daddy's girl, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that ever affects a marriage. But anyway, all of those topics, yeah.
But it can affect the marriage. If a daddy has set up an unrealistic expectation in a daughter of her bar, and I don't mean unrealistic like your daddy should treat you, but if he's always, regardless of your faults, taken up for you and covered for you and spoiled you with no accountability, it can have a negative impact on your relationship.
Actually, you know what? That's funny that you say that because, I think that is
Why
a
don't you
common...
just say I'm right? Say you're right, babe.
About what?
See, it's hard. Go ahead. Keep going.
She crazy.
Keep going.
So my point is that she is accurate on that. I didn't even think of it from that perspective, but that is a perspective, right? So we got mama's boys, daddy girls, and daddy's girls, or...
But our situation wasn't like that.
No.
My family just did not like you. No, that's not a true statement. They didn't like the situation in which we came to be engaged.
Right. So our situation was interesting because, you know me, I don't mess with women with kids. I have a hard time messing with women with kids.
I didn't have kids. I don't know why he's making that
But
statement.
in this case, I came to the table with twin girls.
Kids.
Kids, yeah.
See how this statement goes? He did not want a woman with kids, yet had kids. I don't even, that was a dumb thing to
Because
say.
why would I bring kids into a situation with other kids? That whole Brady Bunch thing doesn't work. But anyway, go on, continue why your families, or hit me your family. Your family did not like me.
So there were multiple issues, what I'll say. So the main issue was I had previously been dating somebody who shall remain nameless because they are a non-factor for about 4 years. And so the family really had they were just accustomed to him. And Kevin's and my engagement period was very short. It was 6 months after our first
Jumped on
date.
the scene, y'all know what I mean.
Anyway, that's not the point. And so subsequently, I lived 6 hours away from most of my family. So they had not had a chance to get to know Kevin or to understand our relationship. It was very fast. It was very odd. People thought he was slipping stuff in my drink, which he probably was. Probably.
She was still telling her family about the other dude keeping me a secret. That's all.
That is
That's
untrue.
all.
Fake
That's
news.
all. I got to
He
stop.
likes to be
So
fake
look,
news. Stop calling him Trump.
So we'll address this topic, but as
no,
always,
because I'm about to tell why. So the issue was when we first met, I was 29. Kevin was 30. I turned 30 in that December, and I was, as he mentioned, single, no children, even though he had kids. But
she had a boyfriend.
I was single.
When I met her, she had a boyfriend.
That's
when we
untrue.
hooked back up, refer to episode 1.
Whatever. The point
She
of the
had a
matter
boyfriend.
is the distance, the fact that he had children, the fact that people hadn't gotten to know him, and the fact that people had gotten to know this other guy. It was kind of like, who is this dude? Like, we ain't really feeling him. What happened to so-and-so? So it was less about Kevin, and I'll call it more about the situation, even to the point that when we proposed, My sister
When
was.
we proposed, you ain't proposed nothing.
Okay.
When we proposed.
Kevin proposed to me, my sister was very upset. She did not even agree or believe that she could be in the wedding. So that was and we're very close. We're like 13 months apart. So that was a big letdown.
Right. I actually don't even really remember. I remember proposing
What do you mean you don't remember?
your sister
Oh.
being upset. I mean, I know she was upset.
Yeah, but you said, do you need me to leave the room? You was like, do you want me to leave the room? I said, no, we ain't gonna do nothing but talk about you anyway, so you might as well stay here.
Yeah, I don't remember. But
That's because you're self-centered. And you figured that was her problem and not yours.
no, it wasn't even
That's
like
what
that.
happened.
No, it's for real. I don't remember. You know, it's interesting.
You
like
don't remember a lot about our
when
relationship.
let me just let y'all know. When I proposed to her, I had a song made for her. It was playing and
This is not about our proposal. It is about family. See, you be going off on a tangent.
and let me just let you know. I'm telling you why I was distracted. 'Cause she did not hear my proposal, y'all. She did not. I had to replay that thing like 15
That's true,
times.
but this is not the point. The point also is there were people on Kevin's side of the family that did not like me.
It's not. They didn't even know her.
Say it, so I said the same thing.
See, my family cool with whoever I bring around.
That's not true.
I say, yo, this
That is
woman
not true.
married-
I can name people. Phaedra, who was like,
She
yeah,
didn't like
I didn't
her
like you.
cousin.
No,
She didn't like her cousin.
she said me. She didn't say anything about a cousin. She told me at our wedding, she said, I was prepared to hate you.
Wow. Okay.
But I win people over because I have such a winning personality.
There's people in the background laughing because that's a lie. God-
Anyway, the point of the matter is we brought our families together at our, what was it, wedding weekend? Wedding weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We got married on Memorial Day Monday. So in order to bring the families together, because at this point now it's a year later, so we got engaged 6 months after our first date, and then we got married a year later. Again, I was still living far away, so it was kind of a little bit off. I had moved closer at this point in time, but it was still a short period of time. So we brought the families together since it was Memorial Day weekend to have a Memorial Day cookout. So the families were able to better get to know each other.
That is true. And we had a nice, actually, long weekend. And that's a recommendation we make. If you are in a situation where the families don't know one another, or the fiance doesn't know his future in-laws or whatever, bring them together.
Not in-laws. See, in-laws sound like outlaws.
No, it sounds like in-law. But you know what I mean. In-laws, right.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
If you don't know them, bring them together.
Well, how important is it? Because you're giving all this advice, which don't have anything to do with how important.
You know what? You got to just give random advice sometimes.
No,
but
you do not.
It is, to me, it's not important based on the interaction between that person and their family. Like, for instance, let me break it down. I'm gonna break it down. It is not important from a family or fiance perspective if the family is not that deeply entwined with that individual. Let me explain. My family cool, love them to death. I'm a family man. But we weren't tight enough that it would affect our relationship.
They don't like him that much. My family loves me. So it was important.
My point is, for me, if they didn't like Allison, which a couple of them don't, they don't like her to this day.
That's a lie. They call me before they call him.
Because I don't pick up my phone. They be like, I would call you first, but you don't never pick up,
Exactly.
so I got to call your wife. It's all understood. It's all good. But my point is, because we are just in a relationship, and from a relationship now, we've been in a relationship forever, right? But my family, we cool, but I'm not that guy that's always with the family, hanging out with them, gotta be with them every day. I don't depend on them for things. You know what it is. Some people just...
My family loves me, so...
Even in
my family's been here 5 times already, traveling, driving, to see us, to stay with us. His family ain't never been here. I'm sorry, his dad's here this weekend.
And my brother was already here.
2 people out of his whole family have been here.
I only got my brother and my father and some
cousins have been here. My sister has been here. Both my sisters have been here, so I'm just saying. Another cousin has been here. Three cousins have been here. One in Indianapolis, two from Baltimore.
He ain't come here for us. He came here because he didn't want to pay for a
with
hotel.
us, though.
He didn't want to pay for a hotel. He from
stayed with us.
Chicago.
Shout out to my cousins in Indianapolis. But my point of the matter is, even times when I had come to Chicago and I was going to stay to see my family, Kevin was like, what you staying to see them for? They don't know you. My family knows me. They expect to see me.
The point I'm making is
checking
it
things.
really depends on
So
that
it would have been
person.
important.
It depends on that person and their family.
Bottom line
and their
is,
connection.
if you like him and your family don't care nothing about you, it's probably irrelevant.
Yeah.
My family, it would have been important that they like my fiance/husband because my family's so intertwined. You don't want to be coming around.
Here's
and
what
they
I'm
only
gonna
like
say,
you
and I'm
for-
gonna
How
leave
you
it
just
at
gonna
this.
talk over
I'm gonna
me?
call it off, right? Here's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at this.
Okay.
I will say that I was probably the least liked fiance of all of the people in her generation, in her family. But I'm the only one that's still around, Sean.
What are you talking about?
Of
Least
all
like
your
fiance.
cousins, like of all your
Who
cousins.
had outside of fiance?
What? What are you talking
Who
about?
are you talking about? Least like fiance.
Like, your aunts and uncles of.
Who are you talking about? What other fiancés are you talking about? You was the only
your
fiance.
cousins that got married. Who got married?
Nobody. He doesn't have a good memory. He's
Her
old.
cousin's been married.
He older than me, so
They've been married, yo. They've been married, and guess what? Some of them just not. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I don't know what you are talking about.
I'm
You
not-
said
I'm
least
not putting
liked
it-
fiance of the
Yeah.
fiancés in my generation.
That's a whole nother story.
Who got married
Listen
in
to
my
my
family
next
after?
half talk, and I'll talk about
Oh
it.
my gosh, he's gonna tell y'all some lies. Don't listen.
Listen, anyway, my point is, it really boils down to the relationship with that person and their family.
That's true.
And I think
If you're
that
not close with your family, it won't matter.
it won't matter. But some people are extraordinarily close with their family. They depend, especially on their parents, and their parents have
Not
a
even
big...
depending, but like if you're gonna share
Sometimes.
holidays together, if you want to vacation together, if you want to go see them sometimes,
Yeah.
and if they don't get along, that's gonna be a stressor.
It is.
And if that person really wants to see their family, or if they've say, hey, we go to my mom's house every Christmas or every Thanksgiving, and if y'all don't get along, that just creates stress and it drives a wedge. And it also opens up the door for that person to go to their family and complain about you because they know they don't like you no way.
Yeah.
So
And on a serious note, two things that you should keep in mind. When you're in a relationship, one, you should have similar relationships with your family as they have with theirs. One of the most fundamental understandings in a relationship is that y'all believe in the same kind of family structure.
that's true.
A lot of times what we're talking about has a deeper underlying issue, and that is we have different family structures, and we believe in different family structures, whereas I may be tight with my family and you don't never want to see your family. In the long run, that does cause issues.
That's called being unequally yoked and those type of things.
Absolutely. So that's number one. Number two, you have to bring that person around your family. It's crazy. We've met so many people that you never see their spouse.
That's true.
You go to a family event and their spouse still not there. The fact is,
don't like 'em that much.
Yeah, you have to bring that person around your family because if they didn't like them on that first time, if you don't bring them around, they won't ever like them.
And you have to defend your spouse, significant other, fiance against for your family on behalf or whatever I'm trying to say. But
Right.
basically, you have to speak for them. So don't let your significant other have to fight the battles with your family. So if your family is going in on your spouse or your significant other, you have to be the one to step up and shut it down. Meaning, you guys have to present as a united front.
Right.
Whatever that means. Meaning about your relationship, about the kids, about how you choose to do things. So if this particular year y'all choosing to go to your wife's nana's house versus go to your husband's mama's house, and you've always done that, the husband got to be the one to say, listen, Mom, this is what we doing. Don't let your wife have to say, well, all right, Miss So-and-so, we going over here, because that's going to further drive the wedge and make them not like her, when in fact, you guys as a couple have decided to play fair and say, okay, 1 year we're going to spend with my mom, 1 year we're going to spend with your nana. And if you've decided that as a couple, you as the person with your family have to defend that position. Because you don't just do that. Then you got throwing them under the bus. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, and you're
That's
a
what
team.
you try to do to me, for real. Look on
Never. If you're a team, the best spokesperson for the team is the person that's closer to the people they're speaking to. So don't ever let your significant other
I just
fight a
said that.
battle.
Why
And
are
I'm
you
just reiterating what you
I don't
said.
need you to
Because I ain't
reiterate.
really understand what you said, so I'm going to
Because
restate
you
it.
slow.
Don't let your significant
I
other
ain't just talking.
reiterate you know what I'm talking about. I won't even repeat it because you done messed me up now.
No,
All right,
because
y'all.
you're repeating
So
myself.
you got 3 good tips
True.
on how to combat that issue. And the reality is you have to make the decision
Yeah.
in the early stages of your relationship, what's more important? That new team you're trying to be a part of, or your original
that.
team, or your family? I mean, it's
The
up to you.
home team or the away team.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to stick with your current team, which is your family, you got to know that up front. If that new team didn't offer a good enough contract, you might want to say, I'm gonna stay with my current team. But if that contract is something good, fight for it, and stand up for your team, speak out for your team, and go with it. Anything else, honey?
Good job, babe.
Until the next time, we are Relationship Rundown. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And
That's it.
that's it. Have a good night.